Welcome back,
What's up,
everybody,
guys?
to a... What are you doing, bro? Are
Okay,
you cutting out my intro?
Go ahead.
Oh
That was
my
a
God.
reflex.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the First Time Pictures podcast. And in the spirit of Halloween, this week we are reviewing 1978 John Carpenter's Halloween. I think it's a perfect movie for the Halloween season. You can't get any better than that. Bro, before we get into some of the stats and maybe some of the intro of the cast, I need to ask you this.
Okay.
The first 5 minutes of it, or even the first 1 minute, what did it remind you of as soon as you saw that whole, murder outside scene?
The murder outside.
Like as soon as the movie starts.
Oh, yeah. When Michael Myers first murders his
Yes.
sister.
Yes. Did anything come to mind? Okay, well, nothing came to mind because you would have said it.
Yeah, nothing came to mind, but I was like, this is a cool one shot, like it's going around the house. But what
Bro,
came to mind for you?
did it not remind you of the infamous opening scene of that John Travolta movie?
Oh,
Do you not remember that opening scene where
Blowout?
yeah, blowout, where there's a stalker. He's outside and he's looking through the college campus. He's looking
Oh,
through the
yeah, it's the
windows.
exact same shot. And then when he
Ex-
finally goes to kill her in the end scene, she does a terrible scream,
Yes.
and then it cuts to the studio. That's so true,
Yeah.
bro. Good
Dude,
catch. I did not think of that at all.
oh my goodness. Bro, as soon as it played, I just started laughing because I'm like, dude, they're making fun of this
Yeah.
scene right
What,
here.
do you
And
know which movie came out first, Blowout or Halloween? Because they
I'm
seem like they
guessing
would.
Halloween.
They seem like they would come out the same exact year. I'm looking up Blowout. It says 1981.
Oh, so it literally came out
Wow. So they
3 years later?
So they kind of just copied. It. I wonder if that's coincidental or on purpose.
Well, I'm going to say on purpose because when I was looking into the facts of this movie, bro, the cultural shift that Halloween had to the genre as a whole, I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I thought it was just another. But when I was reading, they said this inspired some of like Friday the 13th and,
Oh.
Scream, some of those slasher horrors that are in,
Yeah.
regular neighborhoods.
It like set the
And
status quo basically for like slasher films.
yeah, and even a part where it's like, hey, we can make a scary movie and it's not just bloody and everything. And, those movies are more like that suspenseful horror, which I think this movie was really mostly all about, like the unsettling feeling rather than like,
Yeah.
I'm a scary ghost,
There wasn't even a lot of murders really. Like most of the film is just being like freaked out because he's like behind them or lurking in the
Hmm.
shadows. Like that scene where it cut to her in the classroom and he's across the street. It's like
Oh,
broad daylight.
yeah.
I'm like, but that's the creepiest shit ever. Like I'd be tweaking if I saw that outside just staring at me.
Dude, yeah, like you know me, bro. I am not watching a scary movie on my own like free will.
Really.
So, well, like why would I?
Even
But
one like this,
when I
like is this bad like in your
that
scale of like the ones you'd avoid?
yeah, it's not bad, but like I don't think I'll become a Jason fan. Maybe right now I'll be like, yeah, Michael Myers is my favorite scary person just because I've seen this movie, but like I wouldn't be like, guys, let's watch Halloween. Like it's
Mm.
so thrilling. Like I don't know.
This
But
so this
but this
movie
movie,
wasn't good enough to like change your mind on it.
okay, I think it did a little bit. I'm gonna be
Okay,
honest. Like
okay.
I I I can see the difference in the genre of horror, and I'm not too scared of this type of horror.
Yeah,
Like in
yeah.
the sense of like I'm not like I don't want to look at that or like that's too much. Like So that's really what I don't like about the horror, like the screaming nuns and
Uh-huh.
dolls. Not a fan of that. This, I think I could feel okay watching it more than the other ones. Is what
Yeah,
I'll say.
this is pretty much exactly like it as well. Like with the killer clown, like it
Yeah,
reminded me of that because it is also another horror movie that I've never had a problem with. Like I think it's such a good movie about like conquering your fears and all that. So it's hard to even say those are horror because you're like there's kind of they're scary, but they're more just
yeah,
a good movie.
yeah. So I think that type of horror is a little chill. Like it's not crazy. Me and Killian watched it together,
Uh
and we were both like clenching during some
huh.
scenes. And when the movie was over, I was like, wow, like I went on a ride there. Like
Yeah,
that felt nice.
that's how I felt. I really
Um,
enjoyed it too because it's John Carpenter, and so the whole time I was just thinking like, oh, it's just more of his stuff, and I already love his stuff. So like, from
mm,
start to finish, for me, I was like, I was, in, I was in it.
nice. I forgot like it was John Carpenter, and then every
Uh,
time I think of him, I don't know why he has like a special place. I'm like, yeah, that's my boy John Carpenter. Like because we saw the thing, and
because it was
that
one
was
of the
like
first episodes. Was
it
it
was
the
like the
first
first
episode?
episode. Well, technically Transformers was the first
Okay,
episode, but you never watched Transformers. Like you didn't
true.
rewatch it.
So that's like
So
a rough
we were
draft episode.
yeah, that rough draft. So technically I'd count it. And so some stuff about the movie that I found out that I thought was super insane. One, John Carpenter wrote the whole soundtrack for this movie.
What
And
himself?
yes, he composed and I think actually performed the whole soundtrack for this movie
That's
himself.
crazy.
Dude, the classic dun 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 dun
Yeah,
dun
he
dun
did
dun dun
that.
dun 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 dun. Dude, that's all him.
Wow,
Which is like, isn't that crazy? Like that's
that
such an
is.
iconic soundtrack, and for
That's
him
also
to,
such a flex because he didn't just do any like soundtrack. Like everyone knows that
dude,
soundtrack now. That's like a horror staple.
yeah, he made an iconic beat like
Yeah,
first try, whatever.
that's
So,
crazy.
I, more props to John Carpenter. Second props to him is the fact that he had a $300,000 budget for this movie,
Wow.
and you know how much it grossed?
How much?
70 million off of
Jeez.
300,000. Like he like 10x their money,
Do
probably
you
more.
know if this was John Carpenter's like first movie?
No, he had directed another movie before this one. Something with the soldiers. Let me see. I could tell you right now.
Assault on Precinct 13?
Yes, that one.
Oh.
Yeah, have you heard of that one?
I have. I don't know anything about it, but I've heard of it. Man, he has so
It's
many more
like a
movies I gotta watch.
action
Uh huh.
action movie. The guy the I was watching what's his name? Chris Stapleton?
Stuckman?
Stuckman. It's Chris Stuckman.
Yeah.
His review on the Halloween movie, and he talked about that Assault on Precinct 13 is a pretty good movie to watch. Another low budget, I think.
I'm gonna have to
So,
get it because I own The Fog like in 4K, and I just watched They Live not recently, but yeah, I own The Fog in 4K, and I think I want to see Big Trouble in Little China. That's like another one of his that is super popular, but I've never seen.
but yeah, so he had $300,000 and made this into a banger. He made an iconic soundtrack, everything in one movie. I'm like, bro, he was eating good at this time. Like, bro put out a banger. But yeah, so you ready to get right into
The
the
review.
movie review? So we already kind of went through the beginning where they did the kid killer whatever. But when they released the mask, were you like, oh damn, or were you kind of like, oh that's Michael,
I
he kills him?
I sadly had had
Uh,
that spoiled for me. But if it was my first time,
damn.
I would have been like, and but I don't know because I think was the camera like kind of low because I don't. even when I got it spoiled for me,
Huh,
I don't remember being like, "What? It was an 8 year old." But
really?
I was thinking, bro, if we were like watching this as it came out, that probably would have been the craziest twist that we'd ever seen in a movie. That it was like an 8 or like a
Bro,
little 6 year old kid.
dude, the mom's like, Michael!
I
And
know, and they
I'm
just
like,
stand there looking at him. But that was like a iconic opening. Iconic way to
yeah,
open the
I really
movie.
liked that. I was like, oh, wow, this is what we're in for. This
Yeah.
is Michael Myers, this kid. No wonder he's a serial killer, whatever he becomes. But,
Didn't it
like,
make you so curious about like his lore, like more about him, or no?
oh, they need to release the prequel Michael Myers. Like, he
Because
probably
I
did
looked
some
some
stuff.
stuff up and I was like, what is his lore? Is his childhood explained or like explored in other
D-
movies? I was like really
Was it?
researching it. A little bit, but most like a lot
Oh,
of the new stuff, some people have like made up their own backstory. So I think Rob Zombie, like he's a director who made one, and he made a Halloween movie, and he like basically made his own version and own backstory. But I think there's like specific ones that I think John Carpenter only did like three of them. I think Halloween Ends, Halloween 2. Oh wait, I think he did Halloween Kills too. Okay, so he did those four, but there's other ones that are like not a part of this like
not canon.
universe. Yeah, not canon.
Okay, yeah, yeah, I saw some other ones because there's like different years. I think they as recent as like 2000. Oh yeah, the most recent one, a recent one came out like 2020, I think.
I remember seeing that 2022 actually.
Oh, was that him?
Yeah, it was him, and they even had
Oh, what
Jamie
the
Lee
heck?
Curtis return.
Yeah, I think my sister told me that Jamie Lee she returned for that one. Okay,
Bro,
shoot,
they brought
I'm gonna
back.
jump to the last one, bro.
You're gonna watch the most
I'm
recent
jumping.
one.
Yeah, I'm
I've
just gonna
seen
jump.
clips,
See.
and he's basically like a superhuman. I think either that, or I'm thinking about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. One of them is like Superman and just tanks everything and throws people through like cars and stuff. I can't remember which one it is.
He
It might be him.
evolved.
Yeah, like literally.
Cause I've seen like what Michael Myers versus Jason, like bro's having 1v1s now. Like he's
Right?
not just terrorizing the
He's
neighborhood.
in
He's
Mortal
like
Kombat. He's a fighter,
bro's literally doing side quests. He's like this town's too easy, bro.
right? I'm gonna go fight the
So yeah, I wonder
Terminator
how he
in
gets
Mortal
to that
Kombat.
point. But yeah, so I mean, I don't know. When I saw the little kid, I was like, oh, that's so sad. Like, I feel like I would never be sad, but for some reason, I just felt so sad. I was like, that sucks.
Yeah, because
And then
it's
like,
like if it's a little kid, you can't feel good like putting them in prison when they like murder
right?
someone. It's just like, oh, this is horrible. The whole thing.
I know, I know. Yeah, but yeah, Michael's gone. He gets put into a psych ward, and then they show like an escape scene, and this is where I got confused because I wasn't sure if like that person who puts their hand and grabs them.
Yeah.
Was that Mike Myers? Like that was Michael? Like obviously or no?
Yeah, because he's the one who takes the car.
Okay. Okay. I don't know why like I was reading somewhere and then they say they never explained how Michael returned. And I was like, "Well, was that not that scene then?"
Yeah, yeah,
And
it
so,
was. It definitely was. Like 100%. Because he
okay,
drives off with the car, and then
with
he
that
has a car
car.
through the whole movie.
I saw someone comment like, "How did Michael learn how to drive?" Was
Right?
that, was,
How
wasn't
did
he in
he?
the same side?
How did he know where to go?
He literally knew from the middle of
I
like the
know.
woods how to get back to his hometown.
Quick question: didn't it make you like curious though? Like, was he was he like strange and all the way up until that point, or was he a normal kid and then
Yeah.
suddenly turned? I'm like, that's such a big question for me that I wish I could know is if it was like a super sudden turn, like what the heck, or if he was showing like those signs since he was born.
Yeah, like why is he such a weirdo or like why did he become this sociopath or whatever?
Yeah, yeah, like pure evil.
I'm gonna say the Halloween spirits got to him.
Me too. Couldn't have made a better point.
Gotcha. But something that I was reading about that, I mean, I guess it'll kind of come back later in the review, but they were saying that John Carpenter like made famous the whole like if you're being promiscuous, you're gonna die. And so if you think about the two friends
Oh,
in the movie that died, they were with their
yeah,
boyfriends or whatever, trying to whatever. And then
yeah,
even the sister in the beginning, that she dies right after that.
yeah,
So it's like, okay, if that is the Halloween spirit that takes over, and then on Halloween he needs to cleanse the world of this promiscuity,
yeah.
then okay, I'm like, okay, the Halloween spirit took him over, and that's how come he gets his
It's
powers
even
on
it's even
Halloween Day.
creeper. It's even creepier when you think about the fact that when the Zodiac killer started killing people, he would go after like couples that were going out like in a car to fool around, and those are the people that like he was targeting. He was basically like like Mike Myers, yeah. Because he even stabbed
That's an
them with
inspiration.
like a kitchen knife. Like he did the same exact thing.
I don't even know anything about the Zodiac killer, but I hear his name like always
Mm.
coming up.
Yeah, he was doing that. He was targeting couples, and he would also use a knife like that. He also used a gun sometimes, but yeah, it's kind of crazy how much it resembles because it happened at the same time. It was like he was like a '70s killer, so he might have
Ooh,
inspired this movie, or this movie might have inspired
true.
him.
Dude, stabbing somebody though is
Ugh,
like that's that's
I
crazy, bro.
know. I
Like
was actually glad this film like reserved itself in some areas where I'm like, okay, good. I don't want to just see knives going into chests and like over and
yeah,
over.
yeah. No, I mean, dude, like I was just thinking about it. I was like, you see in the movies how they over exaggerate, like someone stabbing, it's like God, like
Yeah,
over
yeah,
and over again. I was like, okay, is this what we're just about to see? Mike Myers just stabbing everybody, and then like he kills them in creative ways, but he does still stab the sister in the opening shot.
yeah. But it's like
But yeah,
you don't even see anything though, right? You just see his
yeah, it's
hand
not
like
crazy at all.
going up and down. I prefer that honestly. I'm like,
Yeah,
this is
same.
a classic. This was probably crazy for their time, but I'm like, nah, this is tame compared to what we get
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, I want to know what were some of the other like Halloween staples at the time, or
Yeah.
even like, yeah, because this seems like such a classic Halloween movie too. Like they're doing Halloween stuff.
Right.
It's on Halloween Day, called Halloween. It's
The
like so
poster,
iconic. Yeah,
everything.
yeah. Find out, see what some of the movies that were popping back in the day. But back to what was happening when we first meet Jamie Lee Curtis, right? We just see her walking with her friends. Like, did you know she was young? Because I was like, damn, she kind of looks the same. Like she could be like
Bro,
20,
she
30.
looked and sounded the same. I think she was like young 20s, but she
Yeah.
really never like aged in a uh what's the word? Like crazy way. She just never had a drastic aging time because
Yeah.
sometimes some people just go through like that 1 year they go like they start really looking their age, but I don't know. She kept all her same features, voice
Yeah.
exactly the same. Like I heard the girl who play Kristen, the girl who plays MJ in Tobey Maguire's Spider Man, Kristen Ritter.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Bro, her voice now compared to like what it sounded like back in the movies is completely different. Like she doesn't even remotely resemble
She's
her
so
old
different.
voice. Yeah, it might have been cigarettes or something. I don't know because it sounds like she's
Oh,
gargling rocks. But
but,
yeah.
but yeah, she looks the exact same. Like you see some of these. You even look at like Mark Hamill. Like yeah, he still looks the same,
Oh yeah,
but
he had a
some.
drastic. He doesn't like really
But
look like himself.
yeah, and then you just like see him now. You're like, okay, I can kind of see it, but like you're kind of different. And
Yeah,
then Jamie Lee, I was looking, I was like, dude, you look like I only know your current self, and I still see that exact same person in the person I see right now.
yeah. I think it's
So
also because she
I
just stayed the same like size as well. Like some people get bigger, skinnier, or whatever. She's just literally everything. Her proportions didn't change whatsoever. Her hair just got
true.
gray and her skin got a little bit more wrinkly, and that's it.
Dude, I swear her hair is the exact same hair. Like
Yeah,
she still has that flowy hair.
yeah,
I was like, dude,
the same thing
you know, that was her first role ever, and she was
ever.
19 at the time.
Wow,
Yes. Like what a movie to launch your career, honestly. Like
wow.
the $300,000 budget, they probably found the cheapest girl to play this Lori
She was
character.
good too. Like it
And
didn't seem like, oh,
yeah, she
it's her
was.
first movie, so she needs to like find her rhythm. She just seemed like she was as good as she's always been. Really.
Yeah, because what are some other films that Jamie Lee Curtis is in besides what the one we just watched,
Uh,
Freaky Friday?
my
What?
coworker and
She's in
I
The
were actually
Bear.
talking about this. Freaky Friday. She was in a movie called True Lies with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Have you seen that one? Have you ever seen Trading Places with Eddie Murphy? No. There's some other movies she's done too, but those are like the main ones I've seen from her. Freaky Friday, True Lies, Freaky Friday 2.
Wow, she was in a bunch of she was in Halloween 2, Halloween Kills, Halloween H2O 20 years later. Like
What
she
the
actually
heck?
did show up in a lot of the Halloween. Halloween 4, Halloween Resurrection. She did all the Halloweens? No way. You can't keep the same girl.
Right? She's constantly battling this man and like she should be in Mortal Kombat, bro. Like she's undefeated.
Yes. Dude, that's an
Surviving six
underrated take.
movies.
She's 6 for 6, bro.
Yeah,
Michael
right.
doesn't learn.
She should be coming after him like by the seventh movie, really.
The last movie's just called Lori. Like it's her hunting him.
Yeah. That's funny.
Uh, okay, so we get introduced to Lori. She's going to school. She's getting stalked by Mike Myers, and and then they get into the cop shows up, and he's looking for them and whatever. He's like Michael Myers is on the loose. Everyone doesn't really care. Um, and
Lori
yeah, this
thinks
is something I
she's seeing things, and everyone's like, "You're crazy," or "There's nothing there," and she keeps seeing the boogeyman.
yeah, and something me and Kaylin talked about that was like I think the more unsettling part was like we watched like the girls, they're just having fun with their friends and they're all excited for Halloween and even, the little kid is excited. He's like, "Yeah, we're gonna carve pumpkins." Him and Lori, they're all excited for Halloween. And then it cuts to like the most like sinister parts of like Mike Myers doing crazy things, or if it's like the doctor who's like super stressed or super worried that I was like, dude, like even when I'm watching like the feel good stuff, like the fact that I know all that other stuff
Yeah, like you know
is
something's
at the
coming.
same time of this feel good stuff,
Yeah,
I'm like, wow, like they they did good with making that fear kind of stay in you, even during scenes where you're supposed to breathe a little bit,
yeah.
and we were just like, dude, like the
Speaking
whole
of
time, I tell you,
breathing,
we're we were clenching. What?
speaking of breathing, I feel like that's what made it also so creepy is when you cut to Michael Myers'
Uh,
perspective, you just hear him like mouth breathing like super hard inside the
mhm.
mask, and it made me uncomfortable. I'm like, I do not want this guy breathing in because I wear headphones when I'm watching the movie, so he's breathing in my ear. I'm like,
It's
I do
surround
not like.
sound.
Yeah, surround sound, Mike Myers' hot breath, just the whole time. But yeah, I did not like it. It was so unsettling every time I went back to him and his perspective.
But like this is something where I mean, I don't think Michael Myers is the most three-dimensional character ever. Like,
So,
but apart, what?
were you gonna say that you feel like you wanted there to be more like of a reason for him to be killing, like more depth, or what?
Mm, I was gonna say I just kind of felt bad for him. Like, I don't know why.
Mm.
I felt for him, even though I know I
You
shouldn't.
felt like he was a mentally ill person, not like a
Yes, that's all I
yeah.
thought. I was like, poor little kid. Like, you did that from a kid, and now you're just a psycho.
You
And
literally know nothing.
yeah, I'm literally like, a part of me wants him to like hit his head so hard. He's like, oh shoot, like I shouldn't be doing this. Like, a part of me wanted him to have a redemption arc.
Yeah.
And I just felt bad. So like even when I see him doing like the bad stuff, I'm like, Michael, stop it. Come on, like you shouldn't be
Like you
doing
still
this.
see him as the kid, basically.
Yeah, like I think that's what it was. I just like I still see him as the kid. Like that's really all it
That's true,
was.
because that's the only time you even see his face. So it's the only face you could put to the character at all is the kid's face.
I was gonna say, didn't they do like a quick one scene where his mask kind of fell
Oh yeah,
off?
at the very end, at the very very end, I
Yeah,
remember that.
but I don't remember seeing how it looked. But yeah, I know
I
they
remember
it came
barely
off for a
seeing
sec.
it, but I never rewinded it or
Yeah,
anything.
yeah. But yeah, even the mask, I forgot what they said. Like the budget was so cheap. That mask was like a $1 mask from the store, and it's
Oh
like
wow.
a Captain Kirk mask. So they just spray painted it white. $1 is how much that iconic mask costs,
Dang.
which is again, it's crazy like how people back in the day, like when you want to make a film or your dream, you're like, dude, I'll take whatever scraps and pennies I can get, and someone like John Carpenter who turns that into something is like really what
Yeah.
makes I think this movie pretty cool because I mean it is like the most simple movie like if you think about it some guy just following you but they make it like so intense for no
Cinematic.
reason and yeah cinematic like you watch just a regular scene but because he has like Jason I mean I keep saying Jason Michael like off to the side and then I don't know really makes this just more intense watching it
Yeah, like you
which was
really
fun.
doesn't do anything flashy like budget wise. It's all like
Yeah.
technique, music, story, acting. Like they just did everything else well. They didn't really need the budget either. Cuz I don't think there'd be like maybe when he attacked him, like for a better like attack scene cuz one or two is like you're obviously not choking her. Like she's not getting choked
Yeah.
right now. But
Yeah.
yeah, but besides that, it's like they didn't even need all that extra money because the story was shot like really well. Everyone acted good.
Yeah, and then so like this is like kind of where I think a lot of that is happening in the next part where, it's Halloween night and everyone's out doing their thing. Lori's babysitting across the street from her friend Annie, who Annie, in my opinion, so so annoying. Like I don't know, the most characters I saw was like, "Ugh, get away, dude!" Like
I'm like, why do you
she's like
call people when you
actually,
start eating food? Like, how are you gonna
she's
talk?
standing there
Yeah,
like.
just like, come on, who does that?
Yeah. Yeah, so I was like, even like her, so when they're babysitting across the street from each other, and she walks into the laundry room, like a simple scene of like, it's locked now, and then she's stuck, and I thought she was
Oh
gonna die
yeah,
right there.
same.
Like I honestly, yeah, right. Like they set it up, like, oh, she's trapped, she's gonna die,
Yeah. And then they just start
and
walking out
like,
together. I'm like, you're not gonna kill. If you kill this little girl, I'm gonna be a little upset. Like, I don't really want to see shit like
oh,
that. I'm like, if he attacks both of them, I don't want to see shit like that. But yeah,
true that that would be crazy.
yeah,
But yeah, so even like a little scene like that, the music playing, yeah, like a scene like that, just making the most simple into I'm clenching my butthole. Like, it's like tense for like a random little scene. And I think
yeah.
that's what it's a lot of that.
Nothing even really happens. Just the whole time it makes you like
Yeah.
just super tense,
It's
waiting
like
for him to stab.
you're what's it called? Anticipating something to happen, which is like causing yourself to feel this way kind of like
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
like this is gonna happen I'm waiting I'm preparing and it's like oh not right now and it's like this give and take that's happening but
yeah.
I want to say I think my favorite scene in the whole movie is them literally just chilling doing Halloween stuff carving a pumpkin sitting on the
See
couch
what
and
happens. See what happens when you carve. carve pumpkins
You
and
summon the
partake.
demons.
Yeah, you literally summon the worst.
Don't listen to Anthony, guys. He's been propagandized to hate Halloween. And that's
Bro,
why
we
he
gotta
couldn't
say a
enjoy this.
prayer.
He actually couldn't relate to carving a pumpkin, which was like just
Well,
so like
I've carved a pumpkin before. Get out of here.
no, he didn't. They made him carve like squash or
Yeah.
something.
Okay.
But that scene, like I just love seeing a kid in his costume, you know, making pumpkins, watching scary movies. Did you see they're watching The Thing?
I did, bro. That had me
Yeah.
geeking out because I'm like, I'm
I
so
seen that
glad he
movie.
remade this. Yeah. It's like I'm so glad he remade this because I would not watch that. Whatever was happening on their screen.
Yeah. So I don't know, just such gives you that Halloween vibe, and I just thought it was so chill. Everyone chilling, even the little girl comes over and they're all chilling. So I don't know. That was probably my favorite scene in the whole movie. And this is where things finally, like all that suspense of Michael following Lori, keeping eyes on her, it comes to him finally killing the first person, Annie, in her car. He just straight up murders her. Um, which I was like, okay, good. Annie's gone. Like I kind of didn't like her anyways, and I was just also glad that it wasn't stabbing because I was like, okay, he has range. Like he's he doesn't just need a knife.
He's
Like
diverse.
yeah. So
He's an eclectic killer.
I was like, good for you, Michael. You got to diversify. So, nah, I
He's
didn't even
trying
care,
new
but
things.
he's experimenting. He's like, let me see what I can do
Yeah.
this time.
He's exploring the world.
So yeah, then he kills Annie, and then kills the boyfriend and girlfriend Bob and Linda after no respect for their house, which they honestly kind of deserve it. Like we're straight up on other people's furniture, like in the living room, being promiscuous. Like, karma came
Freaking
back. You don't
Devin.
do that. You don't do that at other people's houses. Like that's like crossing like a border, I think. Like a little bit, maybe. So
Yeah.
they get murdered
True, like
and they
weren't
get
they in the bed? Like, bro, if some teenagers were in my bed, I would be flipping out. Not gonna lie. If they did
my
some shit
bed,
like that in my bed, I would crash
specifically
out.
mine. Um But yeah, the guy who actually played Mike Myers, what we said it was Nick Castle, he was John Carpenter's friend. He only got paid $25 each day for
Really?
all that work. Yes. So I wonder if they raise his budget in the next ones if he's still Mike Myers and all the other
Right?
ones. But $25 a day, I don't know if that was like thousands back in the day, but bro did not get paid. Is all I'm gonna
For
say.
real.
So poor
For
guy.
real.
But yeah, so now he kills everybody. Everyone's dead, and Lori, being Lori's just like, I'm gonna go check on my friends, and that's when Mike starts chasing her, and then they run into the house, and he's just following her everywhere, and then somehow she locks the door, and she has the window open, so he's like inside, and then she puts the kids away, and then Michael's just kind of chasing her. And this is where I have my Lori, you're being so dumb moment right now when she freaking runs into the closet, hides on the floor, thinking like, I don't know what she thought. And I was like, Lori, you deserve to die. Like in that moment, honestly, I was like, Lori, what are you doing? Like why would you go? Like, what are you doing, bro? If a
Out
killer's
of all
coming
the
after you,
spaces.
like, right? You got to be either ready or you're running away. You can't hide. Like, that's the one no go rule. So
Yeah.
I don't know how she survives the six other Halloween movies, but if that's the strategy in all of them, then it's like I see why she's not in
Plot
Mortal
armor.
Kombat.
Plot armor.
Like exactly. But yeah, so even in that scene, I read somewhere that Jamie Lee Curtis kind of didn't really know exactly what the scene was gonna be. So some of her horror and screams were more, authentic. So they kind of didn't tell her he's gonna do this to the super extent. So she was still kind of in the dark on like what was happening. So I think that's why some
Mm,
of the screams and fear in her eyes are a lot, you know,
very convincing.
believable. Yeah, even Jamie Lee Curtis said she didn't like her screaming in that movie because she thought it
Why?
was like, you know, over the top maybe. But
Uh,
I think she said like John Carpenter told her, "No, this is exactly what we're going for. Like, trust me." And so she was like, "Okay, fine, whatever."
nice.
But yeah, last scene, you know, Michael, he has some of those scary scenes, when he like stands up behind her after she's like, "I killed him, guys. I did it." And then he's just like there and then gets up. Like I thought that was one of like a badass scene. I was like, "Okay, John Carpenter cooked with that one."
Him just
Right?
sitting up.
Yeah, like I thought that was sick. Like just seeing him
Uh,
stand up after eating those I don't know what did she do? Just stab him like once or something?
I think so.
I don't even know how she took him out, but she took him out, and he gets up, and then luckily, by the grace of God, the cop guy shows up, freaking puts
The
6 bullets.
psychiatrist,
Yeah, the
doctor.
psychiatrist guy, doctor strapped up, kills his patient. He's been waiting, doing that for a long time, and just freaking kills Michael. He falls off the porch, and we think it's over. But Michael Myers is nowhere to be found. Surprise, surprise. We have 6 more movies to go. But did you think he was gonna die, or you knew he was gonna get away right there?
I honestly like I had this vague image that he was uh like so mysteriously like pure evil that like he's also not just human, you know? And
Okay.
so I was kind of hoping he stood up because I'm like that would be more like intimidating if he's like this
Yeah.
like phantom that can't be killed even if you
True.
kill it.
Yeah, I'm not mad about that, and it kind of leaves you with like not even a resolve feeling, because this whole movie you're like, what's gonna happen? You're up and down, and then it's like you don't really get that big down drop of like, oh, it's over. It's like, oh, what the heck? And then
Yeah,
it kind of does it just end there? I don't know if like a little bit more happens. Like I don't think, right? Like they don't ever show anything after that.
I
I'm
don't
pretty sure
think
it just
so.
ends there,
Yeah,
right? Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's Halloween for you guys and some of our reviews. Um, let's get into our rating, bro.
you got a rating?
How many pumpkins are you carving for this movie?
Hmm. Well, I
I
don't
just thought of
celebrate
that.
Halloween, so 0 pumpkins.
Who said you were carving these pumpkins specifically for Halloween? I just said, how many pumpkins
Oh.
are you carving? And if I recall earlier in the pod, you said, I've carved pumpkins before. So, like, you apparently you do that like on the regular because you brought it up in that moment. Like,
Bro, I have a dark past. I don't want to talk about it. I I, I
oh,
got into I
awesome.
got into some Halloween shit.
sorry, sorry to bring up your trauma, bro.
You're good.
Okay.
You're good. Okay, but if I were to revisit my trauma,
Okay.
easily for me, John Carpenter, 9 pumpkins out of 10,
Nice.
easily. What about you?
I mean, I think it's pretty straight up. I'm gonna have to go exactly. I was gonna say that before you said it. 9 pumpkin carvings out of 10. Like
Nice, bro. How
we got
often
a
do we
first.
get the same rating?
I think this is like our second time ever. Like unless it's a 10 out of
Yeah.
10, but like to hit,
I think 10 out of 10s don't count because it's like it's
right?
harder. It's harder when it's a not a 10 out
Yeah,
of
when it's a
10.
yeah. Honestly, it's a good Halloween movie. My
Yeah.
opinion on the horror genre has changed a bit. And I think it's kind of fun. And I'm like, I want to watch the most recent one. I don't really care to watch all 6 in
Yeah.
between. Like, I wouldn't mind just watching the 2022 one. But I mean, if John Carpenter's known for his horror movies, I'm glad they're not the most like bloody, like
I was about to
screamy
say,
horror
would you
stuff.
watch more John Carpenter horror movies? Because I want to see more of his after watching this one. Because this was his earliest stuff. You've seen how
Right.
he gets way better with like The Thing, and I want to
Yeah.
see Escape from New York and Big Trouble in Little China.
No, yeah, I'm down. I'm down to watch it because I know he's not the type to be like, let me put a screaming baby with bloody eyes, and I'm like,
Yeah, like something that's gonna give you nightmares for the rest of your life.
yeah, that's what I don't want. I don't want something to give me nightmares for the rest of my life. That's my perfect reasoning for not watching those other
Yeah,
horror movies.
I can get
Um,
behind that.
but but yeah, so great first movie to kick off our short ran Halloween marathon movie. But we still have one more week left in October, so I have a movie ready for us.
Tell me.
Is Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh, really?
And so I told you I wasn't gonna do this one, but I was like, you know what? I've been wanting to watch Five Nights at Freddy's again for a while now because
Did you
we'll
like
get
it that
into it.
much, or okay? We
Well,
can talk about that
it's
on
it's more
the
about I
episode.
just got into some of the lore recently, and I'm like, I need to revisit the movie and
Oh, because it was
the
a game.
yeah. So we'll talk about that on next week's episode. Five Nights at Freddy's for the last week of our October spooky movie marathons. I don't know what to call it. I just kind of came up with something.
Nice.
But yeah, all right, guys. We'll catch you guys in next week's episode. And until then,
Peace.
peace.